I don't let single women give me relationship advice. If you're bad with money, I'm not gonna ask you about my finances. If you smoke every single day, I'm not gonna come to you to help me quit. So if you've never had a successful long-term relationship, why would I ask you for advice?
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, you see the clip. You better stop taking this bad advice. I know that. Now, there's a difference between listening to somebody and taking people's advice. And this is what I mean. Some of us have stereotypes of people. So we won't even listen to them because of their stereotype. And they might tell us something that's actually useful and good. You know? And other times, people fit our stereotype and we listen to them and take their advice and it's completely stupid. And the thing about it is, social media is real to the point where you have gurus giving you bad advice and you just like the way they say it. You know? I don't get it, but y'all need to stop doing that. Hey, this is what you do in this situation. Have you ever done that? No. So why am I listening to you? Because people say they put on the image of whatever success is in the bullshit they selling. And that's what you buying. You buying the look of success while they're selling bullshit. So, you know, guys giving you relationship advice, girls giving you relationship advice like the young lady said. And, you know, God don't even like them. So I'm just saying, like, you know, hey, God, what you think? I'm praying to you, God, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I don't fuck with you. You know, because people are that bad, you know. But for some odd reason, we're game to play this game because I think a lot of people like taking shortcuts. And what you wind up taking bad advice because you want a shortcut and somebody's willing to sell you a shortcut for their own benefit. And they'll lie to you and say this shortcut works. Because there's a difference between somebody giving you an experience that's efficient. Like somebody gave you a quote unquote shortcut out of 10, 15, 20 years of experience. And like, if you just do this, and this, it'll save you a whole lot of time. Then somebody who has 10, 15 minutes of making up experience, and they go, you just this, and this, and you'll be the greatest to ever do it. And it's like, oh my, don't do that. Don't do that. And that's a problem. Like, I'm not really into bodybuilding, but I like Charles Glass. And if you saw, you know, and I just saw him like with him and Dexter Jackson at a time. And I don't know how I just got into my algorithm or whatever. I was looking at workout videos. And I saw Charles Glass and I was like, who is this? But I saw Dexter Jackson and I knew who Dexter Jackson was. I'm like, and then one of the clips showed an old picture of Charles Glass. I was like, I see why he listening to him. He got results because he had got sick. And I heard Dexter Jackson talk about his trainer being sick prior. So when I saw him, like some people like, man, I ain't listening to that little guy, quote unquote, about bodybuilding advice, even though I'm not into bodybuilding. But I was like, oh, I get it. You gotta listen to. You just don't look like you used to. As opposed to somebody who, how can I say this? Is a Monday morning quarterback, armchair quarterback. That's going to see what you got to do is you got to do this, then you do that, and you will see everything going on around you. It's like, no. You're talking like that works in real life, and it doesn't. You know, you're talking like you're a savant and you're a prodigy, but you're not. You're talking like, you know all the intricate details And when people give you advice but don't give you the details and don't give you it could go this way or that way, or don't give you, okay, when you're at this point you should see this, and if you're at that point you should see this, or something in that ballpark, then they're lying. Excuse me. They're lying. A lot of y'all get caught up in people's egos. A lot of people have their egos, and y'all get caught up to their personality or their persona, and because it's entertaining to you, you're listening to it, and it's some dumb shit to do. And some of y'all don't realize these same people that's giving you bad advice, when you do the bad advice, they be like, I don't tell you to do that. I don't know what you did it wrong. No, I did what you said. Well, I don't know what you did, but I know you didn't do what I said. And they got a million people cussing them out about that, and they gonna tell them all the same story. You know, that's an issue. That's a major, major issue. And sometimes, and I don't know why this is. Sometimes people like to take bad advice because they want to do the wrong thing and look and hope for the right outcome for some odd reason. You know, I'm thinking outside the box about doing some fuck shit, but watch it work out in the end. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna work out all right. It ain't gonna be in your favor though. And you're like, you know, what happened? And because some people get good advice from good stand-up people who should be certified in what they're telling them, but guess what? Your good advice means I gotta put a little bit more effort in this thing, so I don't want to do that. So even though I know your advice probably works out in the end, I ain't got the time to be doing things the right way. So what's the other person? Oh, you ain't gotta do none of that. Just do all this bullshit right here, and it'll work the same. And you go, yeah. How long will that take me? 37 seconds. Okay. And then you wind up crying somewhere because, you know, it didn't end well. It's like, well, man, you should have known that. And then we play this, but they told me that it was going to work out just fine. Listen, I believe them. Why would you believe them? Does their life look like the advice that they gave you? No. But I believed it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I bet you did. You know, and by that logic, you believe a rock can fly too, huh? Well, it can if you throw it on its own, jackass. You know what the hell I was saying. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Cause we got a whole society just loving to take bad advice. Just loving to take bad advice. You know, but hey, don't cry. Don't cry when it don't work out. But I'm done. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it again.